Pros and cons of the Summers in X-Men Apocalypse. They're viewing. Pro, they're introduced. They don't ruin the story. They don't take up too much time in the story. For its main characters, Xavier, Magneto, and Mystique. Scott and Jean like each other. Simple, let's not get into it. Their characters will evolve later on in the series. Alex dies, Scott reacts. Scott vs. Storm is an homage to the leaders of the comics. Jean defeats Apocalypse, setting up the next film, adding more curiosity for the character. Cons. The character usage is way worse than in any Avengers film, other than the first one, and I'm including the overrated Civil War film. Jean defeated Apocalypse made no sense story wise, since she's barely introduced, barely in the franchise, barely has any powers. Jean fighting Psylocke would make more sense since they're both psychics. Scott vs. Storm as an homage to the comics doesn't work because this is not the comics. This is a film franchise. This is like Storm isn't a leader in the film franchise. She's not. They're not really referencing anything within its own continuity. Also, they shouldn't have introduced it because, like, I, in retrospect, I'm thinking that they shouldn't do the events at the same time they're doing reintroductions of characters because, like, they should be doing more about the racism and the themes of X Men rather than doing events because they sort of don't match with each other. Like, I think they should keep them separate and sort of redo like the original three X Men films that would do with having a cure, having a destruction of all mutants, having a war, etc. This is more and less adult, less dark, and as a result, I think sort of disservices the film and also gives the characters a lot less to do and become less interesting. What are your comments? Comment below.